10 p.m. White House announcement slash briefing. That's what took place last night. The White House came out and they announced that the oil crashed 16% overnight. Now that is going to be dramatically affecting your monthly mortgage payments for all your buyers out there and your sellers, because they generally are buyers as well. And by the time it hit the airwaves this morning, mortgage rates have already been moving. We're going to get into that. Now, this is not a headline. This is a number that's going to directly affect your clients. So you're going to need to be paying attention on this one, because I am not kidding around. This is an opportunity. Actually, when I say opportunity, I mean like right now. Next 4 days is really gonna the clinch point of where you're going to be coming in for the spring market for buying, selling, renting, investing, everything else. So if you have clients that have been sitting on the fence based upon the mortgage rates, you're going to need to pay attention to this. Now, let's get into it. All right. What happened overnight? We just talked about the fact that at 10 p.m., the United States government, aka the White House, came out and announced that they were doing a 2-week ceasefire. Trump agreed to suspend the military operations. Iran agreed, to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, the narrow waterway, 20% of the world's, oil supply that flows through that place, by the way. Iran had officially shut it down, and actually the conflict started in February, actually late February of this year. The market reacted immediately with this 16% drop. I mean, it was bam. It was on it like nobody's business. The crude oil went from $117 a barrel and then down to $94.55 on Wednesday. Guys, that's a $22 drop, a 16%. They correlate to be the same thing. Okay. In one night, that is beyond bananas, if you have to ask me. Okay, look, check this out. Bond yields also fell. Treasury yields dropped. The Bloomberg reports this morning that the bond market is now pricing the Federal Reserve interest to cut rates. Now, quiet my little pattering heart. Are you kidding me? That means people can actually get back to affording properties, especially here in beautiful California. So what it really means for you, that's our next segment. I'm going to break into the math, boys and girls. We are going to get down and dirty, break out the calculators, because this is where you're going to be able to talk to your clients and it's going to get real. Here are the exact numbers. Bank rate Wednesday morning, the survey shows that 30%, not 30%, excuse me, 30-year fixed is at 6.45. Now, that's critical, okay? Everything is changing, and it's being filtered through the mortgage lens and the mortgage pricing. Here's the cool thing about this is that happened on Wednesday, right? That happened on Wednesday. Thursday and Friday surveys will be lower. I bet you anything they're going to be lower. The math matters, because this is where the whole math thing really comes into play. You need to pass on to your clients. When the oil drops $22, potentially that's going to mean 15 to 20 basis points that you can put back in, or take off your mortgage rate and put it back in to the affordability complex and I thought pattern of your clientele. So if they could afford $3,100, but then it got pushed to like $3,400, $3,500 out of their comfort zone, they say, we're going to stay put. Don't worry about it. Well, they come right back to you when you pick up the phone. You're like, yo, Steve, Stacy, Rebecca, Felicia, man, check this out. We just dropped 15 to 20 basis points. That brings your mortgage to kashmush, right? So take a look at this. Okay, so we talked about 6.45%. But what if we got down to 5.99? What would that do? Would it add some more affordability for your buyers? I think it would. I really do think it would. And this is where you come in as a professional, and you're going to go out there and you're going to need to really have that conversation with them. What does it mean? How does this correlate with me? Is this something that's a flash in the pan, or is it going to go back up? Is it not? That's your job as a professional. Okay. I really need you to be clear on that fact. So let's look at not just your specific clients. Let's look at the spring market right now. 4 days from right now, Saturday, is going to be the single best window for selling in the entire year. I've just talked about that a couple of seconds ago. Realtor.com analyzed 7 years of data. The home listings on April 12th through the 18th sell for, get this is so freaking cool. In that time frame, April 12th through the 18th, 6.6% more homes are sold for than if they were listed in January. And you're sitting there scratching your head going like, oh, come on, that can't be real. There's no way that's real. Numbers don't lie, guys. That's literally the universal language of the universe. Okay, so what does that translate into money? So it's you get 6.6% more. That's about $26,000 more. As a seller, you, my friends, get to keep. And the buyers get to keep a lower percentage rate, right? That means that 16.7% more buyers can actually move forward. They face that 11.99% less. That means they actually face 11.9 or 12% less competition and 18.9% fewer price reductions. Now, layer the ceasefire news on top of that. CNBC agent survey released yesterday that they found 19% of spring buyers had left the market entirely because of the rate shock. Now, that's a lot of stinking buyers. 19% have left. That's nearly 1 in 5 spring buyers are like, doodles, I'm out. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to sit on my money and just be a miser because they got freaked out. They got scared. They got nervous. That's what happens when you do big dollar purchases. You sometimes get nervous on buying stuff. I mean, shoot, I know I do. I know you do. Let's not pretend we're not human. All right. The buyers who left and they didn't, and then just really wanted to keep buying, but they had to leave based upon the fact they couldn't afford it. Man, I got to tell you, I mean, I got amped up about this stuff, but that's a bummer. I mean, imagine looking at properties, all of a sudden, bing, bang, boom. You can't afford it because the price of oil goes up, price of travel goes up, everything goes up. But here's the cool thing. It switched. It's absolutely switching. Now, when I sit down with my buyers, when I talk with them who have left in the early part of the spring, they didn't leave because of the economy. Like I just said, they left because of affordability. And without really having to say it, but I'm going to say it because a geopolitical event that pushed their monthly affordability, adios, muchacho, out the door, right? So what are you going to do with all these folks that are going to be kind of sitting on the fence? Do they know? Are they following the news? Are they a real estate professional? I think not, good sir and good ma'am. So what do we do to get back in front of folks to say, hey guys, hey gals, I know you stepped out, but let's look at this right now. Here are your action items on what you need to do immediately. Okay. So here's your game plan. Get your notepads out and your pen and a piece of paper. I already said paper, and I would be a notepad. Anyways, I'm redundant. Okay, game plan. What exactly do I do if you're in the same shoes right now? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Well, it's really, really, really easy. You do this. I'm going to get my phone here. Get your phone and be like, hey, Steve, it's Greg. Yeah, man. Yeah, hey, good. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Hey, I wanted to quickly let you know, you and Stacy know that those mortgage prices, that interest rate you were looking at, the 6.45, actually came down about 10, 15 basis points, maybe even 20. Crude dropped by $16. So it's really helping us out. We're back in that window, man. You guys want to put an offer on that property you just saw? Or the one that you liked? You get the point of where I'm going with this. You can do a call to them very easily. You could take a screenshot and send it to them. What you really could do is do a video text and be like, hey, guys, it's Greg with ABC Realty. Hey, I'm here to talk. Just reading the news. By the way, just sent you the article. The mortgage rates have dropped. We're back in the game. Let's get out there, and put an offer in. How much would you appreciate that if you were able to receive that type of, conversation and market knowledge from this individual that you are, asking to be your representative out in the real estate crazy buying and selling and investing world? It would mean the world to me. A while back, I bought my dream car. And the salesman told me, like, hey man, well, if I can't, if it's not here, that means someone else got it. I stayed up all stinking night wondering if I could go down there with the cash to buy the car, which I ultimately did do, by the way. But if that guy had called me at 5 a.m. going like, hey man, we have someone coming in at 7. If you want to get here earlier to beat them, bring the cash and we can get the deal done, I would have been there at 6:50. Same mindset applies here for your buyers and sellers. I mean, if they go from affordable, unaffordable, back to affordable, but they don't know they went back to affordable, what's that doing to you? What's that doing to your bottom line? What's that doing to your family income? And how are you helping your clients when they loved that house? All you have to do is pick up some sort of communication device. It's either going to be a cell phone, a computer, a tablet, or pick up a phone and do a text. Something. Reach out to them, let them know what's going on, that they are within a window. They are in the most powerful window of the entire year right now that's sitting at their feet. And it's not even that crazy. I've been doing this for 26 years. I didn't even know that was the exact day was the best time to buy and sell, or like the most, equitably awesome time frame of the year. Beats January, apparently. And I love January. All right. So, yeah, those are some of my thoughts in regards to kind of what's going on, what's taking place out in the wide world. You guys got a couple of scripts. If you guys like what I'm putting out every day, I'm coming with you guys with the morning brief. I have an email that's free, 100% free. Encompasses the national and local news. I got some crazy information in there for different buy and sell cities. I got brand new scripts every single day based upon what's going on in the world. So if you guys like what you're seeing right now, you'll get even more of it on a daily basis. Like, share, subscribe. You guys are amazing. And I'll see you guys on the next morning brief.